Hey, Julie Roussel here. Hey, welcome back to Wacky Wednesdays. You never know what the topic's going to be or if things will be on time. But hey, welcome back. If you made it from spring break, I had a spring break too. So it was great to enjoy the time away, but I'm happy to be back and happy to start Wacky Wednesdays again. So hey, welcome and thanks for joining in, whether you are popping in live right now or you are catching on the replay. I'm glad you could pop in for a few minutes of kitchen conversation. So as always with any of my videos, if you hear something that resonates with you, would you please leave a reaction, drop your thoughts anytime in the thread or ask questions, share the video with anyone you think it might help, and PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. So hey, welcome. I see a few joining in, although it doesn't always show me who you are right away. I don't know, maybe it's lagging in the Wi-Fi. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you, lady. Hey. And I know there's a few others, but again, like I said, it's showing me that more and more are popping in, but I can't see who you are right now. So if I happen to miss your name, do me a favor, leave me a hey or a shout and let me know that you popped in, or even leave me a GIF if you like. For most of you that see my videos, you know that I tend to peek at my notes a little bit, and they're set landscape style to my left, and I kind of need to have them because otherwise I'll totally forget everything. So I do tend to peek at them. If I miss you, leave me a hey, and I'll be happy to welcome you as soon as I see you pop in, whenever it shows me who it is. Okay, so let me ask the question for the night. And hey, thanks for joining in. It's good to see you. So if you saw a live starfish on the beach that was stranded there because the tide was going out, would you throw them back or leave them there? Good question for the night. And I seem to have forgotten my starfish picture, so oops. Have to go without it. I printed it out purposely for that demonstration, but I think I'll have to live without it for the moment. Okay, so I wanted to share with you a quick story that I ran across. I thought was really neat, and what I learned from it and how I think it would help you. So hey, like I said, hey, welcome. I don't know who it is that popped in. It's not showing me a darn thing tonight. So if I missed you, welcome. I'm glad you could pop in. Okay, so an old man was sitting on the beach one early morning after the storm. You know, in the distance, he could see a little boy picking up and gently throwing things in the ocean. So he approached the little boy and asked, "Young man, you know, what are you doing?" The boy replied, and like I said, I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure that I repeat the story properly. The boy answered, "Throwing starfish back into the ocean. The tide is going out. If I don't throw them back, they'll die." Well, the old man kind of laughed to himself and said, "Well, you realize that there are miles and miles of beach and hundreds of starfish, but you can't possibly make any difference in saving them all." So after listening politely, the little boy bent down. He picked up another starfish and gently tossed it far enough into the surf. Smiling at the man, he said, "I made a difference to that one and all the other ones that I threw back." I really liked that story. I felt it was very powerful and amazing, and I loved it as soon as I heard it. And especially after being at the beach for spring break and seeing the gulls and seeing the shells and seeing all the different sea life playing around, it kind of reminded me of a few things. Number one, that I learned that sometimes you get discouraged because you don't see enough kindness in the world, and you get frustrated and you think that you don't have the power to make any difference. You know, and that, you know, maybe you're just insignificant like the starfish and you really don't matter. What I learned is that we need to remember that every time we perform an act of kindness for a little starfish with no expectation of return or reciprocity, you've made a huge impact in someone's life. Oh, hey, Shannon. Hey, lady. Thanks for popping in. It's been a while. I hope things are well on your end. I see a few more joining in. Hey, glad to see you pop in. Like I said, it's not showing me anyone right off the bat. I don't know why. I apologize. So if I miss you, hey, I'm glad you could make it. And next, I shared the story and what I learned now, how it helps you, how I think it might be applicable in your life. So when you get frustrated and you get discouraged and you think that the simple kindness or kindnesses that you've paid out, don't matter and don't count, you have to remember that you made a huge impact and may have changed someone's entire outlook just by one small act. So if you heard something that resonates with you, would you please leave a reaction, comment your thoughts, or leave a hey in the thread for me and let me know that you popped in. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or want to hear some tips and ideas on how you can spread more kindness and help throw a few starfish back in. So if you're struggling and you feel like you're not making an impact, you're frustrated, you feel insignificant, you need to remember that you can be a starfish returner, just like that little boy. And you never know when you're going to be the starfish that needs to be thrown back. Because what you do, and I've learned this many times over, what you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. I choose to throw the starfish back. Will you? I'll catch you later.